Sagittarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your yearly reading for the year of 2019. So I hope that you have a good year so far and good month. So as always, we always reshuffle the card for you. So let's see what is in store for you for next year. So the way we laid out the card, we will lay out 12 different cards which associate each card with the month of the year, and we will also draw one more card to verify the whole reading at the bottom of the deck. So let's get started. So let me lay out all the cards for you before we start, so you can see the whole card. So I hope that you can see the whole card. So the first card represents here as the month of January. So in the month of January, it looks like that you have a couple of conflicts here, a couple of people that you finally be able to discover that are trying to like sabotage your work or your relationships as well. So it looks like that this you finally be able to find out like who are your best friends and who are your enemy in your workspace. It can also be in your personal space, like your neighbors or somebody else's that are that you always trust possibly, but then you discover that they are cheated on you or trying to take advantage of you before you knowing it as well. So moving on to the second card, in the month of February you have the Eight of Diamonds. So this card actually indicates if this betrayal actually triggered by possibly like if you found out that maybe your salary is actually way too low, because maybe your coworker they are getting much higher than your salary, possibly even if they are just starting the position in your company. That can be the case here. Then this card actually represents the month of February. You will start taking action. Maybe you are asking for increase of your salary, or otherwise it can also be like you finally decided to leave and start your own company. It can also be the case here, because I do see it that in the month of February you work hard in yourself, you increase the boundaries, you increase the expectation of yourself. So it looks like that you are like attending trainings or attending some kind of a workshop or things like that will always increase your skills. You will learn a lot of new skills as well. And in the month of March you start thinking of maybe moving, changing locations, or maybe start your own company in different place that you see fit to the products that you want to sell, possibly the case here. And then the month of April, you have the Three of Spades, but actually this card is very interesting here because you have 3, 4 and an Ace of Club. So with these three cards, it looks like that you have maybe you haven't decided yet here. Looks like maybe you are still contemplating on whether or not you want to start your own business, or maybe whether or not you want to quit your jobs and try to find a new job somewhere that are much fair, much giving you much better salary. It looks like if you haven't done it yet in the beginning of the year, it looks like you will do it in the month of April. You finally decided to enough is enough, like saying enough is enough, so I'm leaving and I want to start over somewhere else. Maybe you decided that. Maybe like you are saying that I don't want to work for this company. I want to find a new employment somewhere. I don't really care if I haven't got it yet, but you just want to leave. And actually the fruitions of your plan, so you finally get the jobs by the month of June. So if you can holding on to the jobs that you have, maybe it's a good thing while you are like looking for a new job. If that job is actually the only main source of income that you have. So the next card that you have representing the month of July. So actually in between, wait a second, let me go back a little bit. So actually between this in the month of May, you have a quite stagnations here. So try to maintain the balance, like I said before, if you really need the money and you cannot just like like having your own pride, because you still have to pay the bill. So if I were you, I will just wait and yeah and start over when I get the offer, or when you do have like very promising clients, when your new business actually start to generating revenue. So that can be the case here. So going back here, the month of July, you're finally getting the results that you have been waiting for. So actually I'm not surprised, because in the month of June you finally be able to start over, and the month of July you finally get those positive rewards back. And there will be feminine figures in your life that will be there for you, that will help you. This can be your spouse, or this can also be your partner. So maybe you are partnering with somebody to do that business. This can be the case here with this Queen of Spades. So she is very clever though. She can see the truth behind the situations, or like something that you are trying to hide. That can also be the case here. So don't try to be honest with her, and don't be like giving the whole like wrong information, because you will know it straight away. So the next card is here representing the month of September. You have the Six of Diamonds here. So if this is something related to your career, actually, if you are been waiting for like a fresh money or something like that, because you don't have enough income or enough money for your for paying the bill in some way, you finally be able to ask for help. So don't be afraid, like if you have to ask somebody to ask for a loan, or even like asking for lending you some money and things like that. And try not to be afraid of that, because you have the capability to pay it back someday, or pay it back later, not someday. because you always know when you have to finish or when you have to pay back those amount, you know, and that can be something that will happen soon, because in the month of October here you have somebody that will help you. So the King of Diamonds here representing an earth sign male, possibly in the age of 35 or so, 30-35. So he is very grounded, and he was very good at managing his resources. So you can learn from him actually. So if this is somebody that you have been dealing with, or somebody that you want to be a partner with as well, this can be like your third co-worker. Otherwise, if this is something like you have been waiting for to get an offer, so you finally will be getting it in the month of October from this king. So don't be surprised by the month of November you finally be able to start that new jobs and having your own maybe directions, or your own people that you can lead in that company, maybe with better salary as well. Otherwise, they can also be indicating like your business start to blossom in the month of November. For some of you are trying to start that in the month of June. So it looks like the month of November you will finally be able to see the first big things that happen in your company. So lastly, here in the month of December you have the Two of Hearts. So there's some kind of a commitment or surrounding this card. So I do see that if you are still single, maybe you are finally be able to find your true partner, and you finally wants to commit yourself with this person. So this can be the case here. Otherwise, you are signing a contract. So it can also be indicating a contract base. So maybe you start on November and you finally be able to ground those things and see that okay, this job is actually really something that you want to do for the rest of your life, or maybe for an extent to 20 years or so, and that's why you are signing those contracts to solidify those agreements. So let's see the last card here, representing the clarifying card. At the bottom of the deck you have the Jack of Diamonds. So the Jack of Diamonds actually indicating, as you may see, that try to be open. Try to be open for any new changes or any new informations that are coming your way, because you never know, like maybe there are a couple of people that are trying to help you, trying to give you the message that actually you can be successful by doing these jobs, or instead of doing that job for maybe 10 to 20 years, the other one can be very lucrative within a short period of time. So there are a couple of opportunities as well, like new opportunities, obviously, because you have a couple of good things here. So there's some of those are negative, but don't be focusing on those negative things, because you always get much more, when you focus on those negative things. You'll get, or you will receive more negative things back to you. So I think that's overall readings here for you for the for the year of 2019. I hope that this reading is quite helpful for you, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe, And if you want to donate to our channel, just send it via PayPal to the email here, and maybe find the links on the descriptions. And hopefully you will get a very prosperous year next year, which is 2019. And see you next month. Thank you.